Our series, Real Food, looks at new ways food is being grown and prepared. This morning, we focus on the expanding veggie movement. More than 22 million American adults today eat mostly or strictly vegetarian or vegan. Farmers markets have grown steadily since 2004, rising to more than 8,000. Veggies are now taking a leading role in restaurants nationwide. Jamie Wax is at a vegetable garden on a barge in the Bronx, New York, to see what's growing. Jamie, good morning.
Good morning. We're here at Swale, that barge floating around New York City this summer. Here, the public is encouraged to forage for their own vegetables. It's providing access to the fresh ingredients that are part of the changing way we eat. Cauliflower, peas, beets, these stalwart vegetables are no longer the sad side dish on the dinner plate, hidden under a napkin, left uneaten by generations of American kids. Now, they're the stars.
First asparagus, beautiful.
With dozens of restaurants around the world,
Hi, babe.
and several Michelin stars, internationally renowned chef Jean-Georges Vongerichten knows the best ingredients make the best food.
When you see a market like this, you don't want to eat anything else.
It's true. On a recent tour of the fresh produce stands at New York City's Union Square Green Market,
can kale survive its trendiness? Do you think kale is forever?
Forever. You can cook it, you can serve it raw.
he introduced us to the familiar,
Oh, this is my favorite. This is new garlic.
the more unusual,
Now, the first time I've tasted the flowering part of the watercress.
So peppery.
It is spicy.
and even the completely unknown.
Those are fiddlehead ferns.
Inspired by the abundance and variety of vegetables,
Somebody told me last night we need more mushroom dishes on the menu.
Vongerichten recently opened his first vegetarian restaurant,
Number 13, walking.
ABCV, just around the corner.
And you can really treat a mushroom exactly like you treat a piece of fish or a piece of meat. Those are the shiitake we bought at the market this morning. When you have a plate like this, it's very satisfying, you know.
I mean,
But it's spicy.
I would say that's as delicious as any piece of fish
For meat.
I've ever had, any piece of meat.
With vegetables, you have to push a little harder because people say, oh, it's just a piece of vegetable. But adding flavors and layers, you can create something really unique and satisfying.
Chefs in restaurants across the country and at all price points are making veggies the star of the plate. Whether vegan, vegetarian, or vegetable forward, it's now about celebrating vegetables, not trying to replace meat.
We went from being focused on nose-to-tail eating to now thinking about root-to-stem eating.
We met food and wine editor Nilu Motamed at the Michelin-starred vegetarian restaurant Nick's in New York City.
Vegetable-forward cooking is not necessarily vegetarian cooking, but it's really looking at vegetables as the focal point of a meal and the rest as additional players.
Go right into two romaine right after that.
In Chicago, Chef Dan Snowden and the self-styled vegetable-affectionate restaurant Bad Hunter put down roots late last year in the city's meatpacking district.
We just love our vegetables here, but we also like meat.
Snowden says he's feeding the appetites of a health and environment-focused public that is clamoring for vegetable-based meals, where meat is a side dish, a garnish, or even absent.
The educated diner wants to know where their food is coming from and why and how. We really abide by that philosophy of using produce and meats as consciously as we can.
Some folks have said millennials have a part in this trend.
Millennials are pushing the envelope for us all. They are engaged, they care.
Do you see people come into this restaurant who are skeptical, who don't think they're going to enjoy it?
I think breakfast, no. Lunch, no. Dinner, a little bit. I was a little nervous about dinner because, you know, dinner you think about a little more substantial meat, fish restaurant. So we replace it by dishes like this, whole cauliflower.
And while not everyone is ready to spend big money on a vegetable entree, more hungry diners are turning up for a taste.
Is it fun for you as a chef to make converts of people who don't believe in this kind of cooking?
Absolutely, absolutely. The challenge is what we do, you know. I think plants on vegetables going to be the way of the future. I mean, it takes 2 weeks to grow a radish. It takes 2-3 years to raise a cow. So I think the diet's going to be better for everybody.
And that's just fine with you?
It's fine with me. It's the way we go.
Cookbooks are also being dominated by vegetables this season, with healthy recipes for the home cook. So this really does appear to be a movement happening at all levels. Gayle?
All right, Jamie, this is so weird because, guys, I was just there Saturday. I brought the leftover spaghetti squash. That's what I'm having for lunch today.
That sounds delicious.
I know, spaghetti squash.
You brought it home?
Yeah, I brought it home. Yes, I'm that guy. I want to take this and the avocado lettuce.
So I'll remember you next when I go out to dinner and they say you want to take this with you. I'll just send it over to you.
I'm a great date.
I'll bring it back for Gayle for lunch tomorrow.